ICG Cookie, my name is Liron Druyan and I will show you how to make this spectrum effect in Blender from the basic Blender glass material. So first of all, let's delete everything and we'll start fresh. So the basic thing about this shader is the glass shader, just the regular Blender glass shader, which is very nice for a basic kind of glass material. It's very crisp, it's very white, too much white in my opinion, because as you know in real life white is not made out of white, it's actually a mix of all the known colors, and this is what's lacking here in this shader. So what I'm going to do is split the glass material into three and change the color. One will be red, one will be blue, one will be green, and the last one will be blue. Now you don't want to take the color all the way up to 1 because it will create too much energy for the light and it will cause a lot of noise. So you need to play with it, but don't go to 1. Just 0.0, 0.7, 0.8, 0.7 will be okay, but not 1. Now we need to mix them all together, and we do that by using the add shader. So I'm going to add these two colors here, duplicate it, plug the blue one and add both of them to the blue color, and now we have here a mix of all three colors. When we plug it in here, you will see a much better result. Now this shader is heavier than the regular glass shader, but I think it's worth it. So I'll just make it sharp so we can see the caustics better, and we let it render for a few seconds. Okay, so after 30 seconds we can already see all the color disperse here, and the center is really white. We don't have the effect of what we wanted, the spectrum effect yet, but we'll get there soon. But just check out this white. The white is much better than the other white, the regular white, because it's actually made out of all the colors, so it's much more natural. Okay, now what we need to do is offset each color into a different place, so you can distinguish between the red, the green and the blue and everything in between. So we'll do that by adding a geometry node and mapping node. We'll take the normal and connect it to the vector. We'll choose normal here and the vector to the normal. Now what will happen is actually nothing. It will be the same because we still need to make the offset. So if we do 20 here, you'll be able to see how the red is separated from the green and the blue, and you're starting to get the spectrum here. So what we need to do now is duplicate to the green and duplicate to the blue and change the offset. So this is what I find works for me. I guess you can just play with the values and see if it works for you, or other values or whatever. Oh, sorry, I plugged it into the color and not to the normal, so cool effect though. Okay, so once you plug it to the normal, you can immediately see a distinct separation between the red, the green and the blue right here, and we'll let it render for a few seconds and we'll be back. Okay, so after rendering for 50 seconds you can see this cool spectrum effect, and you can also see the distinct separation here in the highlights, red, green, blue. It's a very cool effect and you can use it on every model. So let's say we want to use dear old Susan with this effect, and here you go. Let it render for a few seconds and we'll be back. We're back, and after a few minutes of rendering you can see this cool effect. You can get rid of all this noise, but only in post-processing or with the higher sampling. Blender, you can do it in After, but that is a whole different tutorial, so next time. For now, keep calm and 3D. Bye.